Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Grateful Day. I'm tuning in today from Wilmington, North Carolina, my sister Mary's house, where, like many of you, I am getting ready to spend the day with some family that I'm very grateful for. And my message today will hopefully be on the shorter side. I know it's a day to spend time with family, but I definitely didn't want to miss today. In fact, I have a very special offer for everybody that's been tuning in. If this is your first time checking me out on Facebook Live, my name is Steve Melia. That's spelled M-E-L-I-A. And for 30 days, I'm going to be talking about 30 ways that we can change, enhance, improve our life, design our own life, if you will. And I've already got some folks. Mike Melio, what's up, Mike? Welcome back to the United States. Mike's been out of the country for a minute. My older brother and business partner. I see Bew. I see Linda. I see Mike Bishop. I see Marlene, Holly, and Paul Alon. Hey, Paula. Did I see that you guys just got married? It seemed like that. Congratulations to you guys. You guys are an awesome couple. And guys, what I'm going to do today is anybody that shares my post. So all you got to do is reach down right now and hit the share button. I've been averaging about 10 to 12 shares a day, and I'm not sure if for algorithms that's good or just getting started, but it's pretty good. I've been averaging. So I'm asking you to share this today, and if you do that, I'm going to inbox you and ask you for your home address. I'm not going to come visit you, but I will send you an autographed copy of one of my two books, either 162, which might appear backwards in this, or The Last 42. And so when I'm in communication with you, I'll ask you, hey, which book do you want? Or maybe if you have both books already, I would, that means you're part of my inner tribe. And I'm going to send you just a book for somebody else if you want. So I'll do that. But go ahead and share it if you'll share my post. And I'll give everybody that's watching this on replay 24 hours to do so. I don't know if I'm going to give out 12 books or 100 books, but either way, I am investing in you. I'm saying thank you for following me and helping me really just expand my audience and expand my message that, hey, life is short. Enjoy the journey. I talked about this the other day, but we, on average, live about 28,000 days. And how you doing so far? I know I'm past the 14,000 day mark myself, and you start to really contemplate what's important. And one of my messages on today, being Thanksgiving, of course, is going to be grateful. In fact, on day one, when I went through developing success habits on a daily basis, I talked about spending a few minutes and writing down 5 things that you're grateful for. But today I want you to really focus on the people that you're grateful for. We don't get together on Thanksgiving and get our car together and our watch and our wardrobe and all the favorite things that we have and say, man, I'm grateful for all my stuff. Maybe some of you do. But most times we get together with our families, and that's what we're most thankful for, at least I think I am, is the people that have come into our lives, the relationships that has been formed. So I know it's Thanksgiving, but a lot of people are tuning in, which is great to see. Hey, Martha. Hey, Bew. Thanks for joining. Brian, appreciate you dialing in. Again, I know you've been watching every day. Certainly do appreciate that. So just again, if you're just tuning in, if you want a copy of one of my books, all you got to do is share this post, share it. If you want to write something positive in there, and how I'm hashtagging it is 30 ways for 30 days. 30 ways in 30 days that you can change your life. And really just came up with all the positive ideas that I've learned over my last 25 years being in business and being really in the personal development field. And what does personal development mean? It just means the ongoing pursuit of greatness. I think Earl Nightingale said it best when he said that success is a progressive realization towards a worthy ideal. And we're going to talk about goal setting. We're going to talk about breaking things down, developing strategies. We're going to talk about thinking bigger and being stronger over the next 25 days or so. But first of all, what I want to do is just throw some shout outs to people in my life. And a lot of these names I haven't even said in a long time, or haven't even called or referenced or talked to these people. But these are people, as I look back at my own life, and I'm very blessed the lifestyle that I do have today. Some people that either planted ideas in my head or mentored me or just had a great friendship. And so a lot of these go back about 25 years. So to my friend Jeff Olson, who wrote The Slight Edge, thank you for coming into my life. John Milton Fogg, who introduced me to the network marketing industry. Kate Grossi and Darren Hardy were actually my original sponsors in direct sales and network marketing. And I can't tell you how much my brother Mike and I learned from them. John Hoffman. John was a mentor to me early. Him and his wife Darcy are great examples of leadership. Eric Worre, I just went to his seminar in Vegas. Eric was actually the first audio tape that I ever listened to, and him and Jeff were partners in a company called the People's Network, which is where I got my start and spent about 4 years. Harlan and Shirley Stonecipher. Harlan Stonecipher is just somebody that was a unique individual, somebody that was, started with nothing and built something incredible, never really left his roots of Oklahoma. He started a company called Prepaid Legal Services, which today is Legal Shield, and I happen to enthusiastically represent that company, as many of you know, still here today. And Mike, yep, got your buddy John Fogg in there, absolutely. Wilburn Smith was somebody that worked with Harlan closely, was the president of our company. Michael Klaus was somebody that I learned a lot about. He was actually worked closely with him for many years, been one of the most successful network marketers that I know. Tom Wood was somebody that taught me how to have fun, taught me how to have enthusiasm, when I speak and stuff like that. My two business partners, Mike Melia. Mike has been my business partner since 1993 or 1994. Mike, I'm trying to think now. You can type that in if you want. But my best friend, somebody that we didn't really have that close of a relationship growing up because we didn't grow up in the same house. I was born June 24th of 1970, and Mike graduated from high school. We're debating when it was, either the day before or the day after, but either way, it was right around the same time. And he says, I've been embarrassing him ever since. And so, Mike, love you, buddy. Appreciate you, and continued success for our business, your life and your family's life. And Mike just has an incredible family, 4 beautiful children, and a lot to be grateful for. Then there's my partner, Kim Melia. Many of you know Kim and I have been best friends for years. We were actually married for about 10 years. Some of you know that, or some of you, it's been a while, don't know that. But she's somebody that heads up our foundation, workplaylove.org, and wakes up thinking about it, goes to the bed thinking about it, and really that's become her mission and her passion. And if it wasn't for the business opportunity and the company that we started together, I don't know that she'd have that opportunity. So I don't know anybody more grateful than Kim. And that leads me to her, the people that introduced me to her, Rob and Charlie McKenzie up in Canada. Just great folks. What do you say about this couple? They lead with their heart. The most important thing to them is their team and the people that they lead. And so shout out to Rob and Charlene, that really opened up the country of Canada for our business, and have done amazing things. John Bush down in Austin, Texas. John has been just an amazing friend for many years, been in business with him for almost 25 years, and John is definitely one of the leaders, probably brought well over $1 million into my house, so of course I'm going to mention him. I'm very grateful. Chip and his wife, Michelle Humphrey. I've known Chip. One of my brothers, Jim, introduced me to Chip, and from the minute I met him, he's just become a great friend. I don't know anybody that's got more passion for life than my great friend, Acapulco cliff diving champion of 1980, Mr. Chip Humphrey. Then you got Bill, Michelle, and Kylie Geithner. These are leaders in our Legal Shield team from North Carolina. Just great people and fun people, and again, people that care so much more about other people than they do about themselves, and that's probably why they've been so successful. Patty and Randy Stoltz have been with us since the very beginning of our career. Again, just wonderful people, and have built a great family. Mike and I used to stay with them and their kids when we first got started in this business, and you hate to mention a few people without mentioning every single person. I don't know that I can. I see my friend Timmer Halligan. Timmer, I'm grateful for you, and grateful for you not necessarily introducing me to the Grateful Dead, but getting me closer to hanging out with the Grateful Dead. Don, it's great to see you. Thanks for being on. Mike, I'm grateful for you too. Doug Sams, Tony, Bev, it's good to see you. Matt Curry out of North Carolina, and CJ Roberson as well. Good to see everybody. My brother Jim Mealy is no longer with us on this planet, but he's up in heaven looking down on us today with a 6'6" frame. And man, I tell you, I look back over my life. Some of the things I'm most grateful for is just going to watch him. He was the MVP of his basketball team, Vero Beach High School, where I went to high school, and just going every single game. I probably played about 25 games a year. I don't know that I ever missed a game. He was the center. He was number 52 for Vero Beach. Was the MVP both his junior and senior year. Miss him a ton. And certainly I'm grateful. Then you got all my brothers and sisters. I'm at my sister Mary's house today, and she's just somebody that's always opened up her door in good times and in bad times when we needed a place to crash, or when we were first getting our business launched. Many of you know my brother Mike and I actually lived there for several years, and whenever business got tough, we moved back in maybe for a couple more months. So Mary's getting a lot of likes here today. Bill Geithner, good to see you. Bill, I don't know if I just gave you a shout out, so you might want to rewind when we watch this. I said some nice things about you and your family. Then we got my brother Danny and his wife Maureen and their beautiful daughters, my brother Tommy and his wife Lucy, my sister Eileen and her husband Michael. They just celebrated their daughter's wedding out in Mexico. Elizabeth, hope you're having just a great life so far. I know it's only been a couple of days, but I wish you and Jason the absolute best. And let's see if I called Mike. Did I cover all the brothers and sisters? I think I did. A young lady that I've spent the last year with as my girlfriend, Mary Beth Longona. Mary Beth, I certainly appreciate you and all the positive energy you have brought in to my life. I see my buddy Benito. Benito was my podcast partner out in San Diego at the 162 Experience. Benito, we miss you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And guys, I could go all day. I also do want to just thank, all the people in my Legal Shield family that I didn't get to mention. I mean, I literally have thousands and thousands of people now that I get to call friends and business associates. It's hard to go into a city without someone offering you to stay in their home, which I think is really the biggest honor or the biggest privilege that someone could ask you to do, is to invite you into their home. So we certainly appreciate that. I know my brother Mike takes more advantage of that than I do sometimes. And my friends from Flagler College, ones that I keep in touch with and ones that I don't, that I'm Facebook friends with, man, what a great 4 years. What a great experience. If you're looking for a college for your kids, St. Augustine, Florida is a great place to spend 4 years. From what I remember, it was fantastic. That was a little joke for you. From all of my friends at Vero Beach High School that I grew up with in Sebastian on the east coast of Florida, thank you for being in my life. To my Yankee fans, I met so many. When I did my 162 tour, I met so many different people from all walks of life, and the thing that we had in common was the New York Yankees. And so to everybody that I've met along the way, it's been a real blast, and I look forward to seeing you and celebrating many more championships together, especially with the young studs we have on the Yankees today. And for everybody that was involved and helped me publish or write or edit or whatnot, one of my first couple books. Believe me, I got a lot more books in me. This is just the beginning, but thank you so far. I see my buddy Nick. Nick fits into 3 categories. He's my friend, he's a Yankees fan, and he's a Legal Shield associate. So Nick, can't wait to see you again, hopefully on one of the trips. And then let's see, last but not least, my comedy friends. I met a lot of interesting people, a lot of cool people in the comedy world. Timmy Sherrill, for one. Timmy owns a comedy club in Wilmington, North Carolina. One of probably the most well-run comedy clubs I've ever been a part of. Does an open mic every Thursday. And while I have not been doing as much comedy lately as I'd like to, or I was doing, it still carries a big place in my heart, and I'm grateful to all of those that get on stage every single night, whether it be for 5 minutes or 45 minutes, and share with the rest of the world what they think is funny, sometimes to great applause and laughter, sometimes not so much. I've been there myself, so just real thank you to you. So that's the first message that I wanted to just have today. Abe, good to see you, buddy. Doug, Chris Delaney as well. But the message that I wanted to share in wrapping up today and letting you get back to your families, and there's going to be some good football games on. If you're looking for tips today, I'm just going to give you the first game. I would take Minnesota and give the points. Okay, they're playing in Detroit. Minnesota's been on fire lately. I like this new quarterback, Casey Neum. Nealum, I guess is how you say it. But either way, I would take not that I endorse gambling, but I would take the Vikings today and give the points. I think it's 2.5 or 3.5 points. They're going to win by a touchdown, or they're going to win probably by 10 or 15 points. But anyway, that's my little sports tip for the day. But here's the message that I want to give to everybody today. And this is a message that really should have its own day. But since Thanksgiving is a special day, I wanted to let this be the theme. As you know, I'm doing 30 ways in 30 days to change your life, enhance your life, improve your life, or whatever you want to call it. And today my message is very simple. Let it go and go grow. That's let it go and go grow. I was at a Tony Robbins seminar last year. I've actually never seen him, and now I see him twice in a year, which is pretty cool. But, Tony talked about the worst thing that we could do in moving forward and being grateful and improving our lives, or to have baggage, to have grudges. And so many of us have grudges, and we believe it's for good reasons. We're mad at this person because they did this to us, and we're mad at that person because they did that to us, and all these different things. And there's a great exercise that you could do, and I want everybody to think of at least one person, okay? Some of you could have a list like me of a notebook full of people, but you could have a list of one person. I wish it was 3, but let's just start with one person, and I want you to pick up the phone over the next 24 hours, whether it be today or tomorrow, but do it in the next 24 hours, and just make up with that person. Apologize for your part of whatever the grudge was. You don't necessarily have to apologize for what you did or make up, but just call the person up and let's do a couple, sample phone calls of what that might look like. I might be calling my brother Mike up and I say, Mike, it's Thanksgiving. I wanted to call you. I know we haven't talked in a while, but of all the people that have made a big difference in my life, I just want to let you know that I'm sorry for my part and wherever we got off track and whatever happened. And I know sometimes people don't remember what happened after they fight, but I'm going to tell you something, that I'm sorry. And I hope that one day we can restore our friendship and our relationship, and lines of communication are open. I'd love to hear from you. I wish you and your family a happy Thanksgiving. And I tell you, you hang up the phone and you feel great. First of all, there's just a big weight lifted off you, but I'm going to tell you, who are you serving? Are you going to, lay in your deathbed one day and say, man, I'm so glad I held that grudge against Bob. I was so mad at Bob, and I'm so glad. No, because you want people on your side. And, the older you get, you realize you don't really have that many people that are there for you, that many friends. As things happen in your life, you really see who your real friends are. And I'm very blessed to have many friends in my life. But that's what I want you to do today, guys. I want you to let it go and go grow. Think of at least one person in your life. Maybe it's a relative. Maybe it's an old business partner. Maybe it's a friend. And I'm going to tell you something, is just let it go, and you're going to feel so good. And you're doing this for yourself. You're not doing it for other people. Sometimes we've had people do really, really horrible and bad stuff to us, and I get it. And we're not saying that that's okay. We're not necessarily saying that what they did to us was okay. But what we're saying is that, you know what, I don't want to hold this onto this anymore. This isn't serving me anymore. Well, why am I thinking about this when I could be, blossoming in life? And so I just hopefully everybody will do it. It's a great message. It's a great exercise. And let's see if we've got any comments. If anybody would like to comment that's done this exercise before, we can have a quick conversation. Mike says, let it go. Hey, Aaron from Wilmington, good to see you. Hey, Rachel, nice to see you. Elaine, hope you're doing great up in Canada. Hey, Amy, I hope you're doing well. Adam, nice to see you. Thanks for being on. And so if anybody's done this exercise and they want to comment, Bill Geither, hey, happy Thanksgiving, Bill. And, I had someone in my life not too long ago. I did this exact exercise. I was at a Dale Carnegie seminar, and it was very similar. And it said, pick one person in your life that for whatever reason you've got off track with, and just pick up the phone and just start the conversation. I promise you it'll be one of the best things that you did. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. If you tuned in late, if you'll just share my post today, I want to get this message out to as many people as possible. I'm going to send you an autographed copy of one of my 2 books, okay? I would love to do it. Once you share it, I'll inbox you and get your address. But if you say, hey, I've already got both books and I love them, but can you send one to John Smith in Phoenix? Just send me their address and I will get that out. Full disclosure, I probably won't get that out till about Monday or so. I'm pretty busy over the weekend. I don't know how many orders I'm going to get, but I will personally sign them. I'll personally go to the post office and send them with love. So again, this is 30 days in 30 ways in 30 days that you can change your life. And my brother Mike is saying him and the greatest networker made up. There was someone in our life that really introduced us to network marketing, and for years, for whatever reason, we hadn't really talked much, but my brother made that happen. Mike's really just a great example of moving past things and moving on. It's always been a great example to me. In fact, if there's one person that I could be really the most grateful for of my friendship and business partnership, it's my older brother Mike. Been there for me every step of the way. And as my friend Chip Humphrey always says, is I got your back. Isn't that a great a great way to live, or a great motto, or just a great way to look at things? I got your back. How many people could you call at 3 o'clock in the morning if you were in trouble? How many people truly have your back? How many people know you for your inadequacies and your strengths and your weaknesses and everything about you, but they still care about you and love you? And that's why you should be extra nice to your family today, because they know you and they're still letting you sit at their table. Okay, so people are laughing. Greg Vegas. Greg, I'm not sure where in the world you are, but good to see you, buddy. Nick Goodwin. Hey, Nick, long time no see. Hope you're enjoying life out in Cali. And Timmer, have a grateful day. For those of you that are going to any of the upcoming Grateful Dead shows, I'm going to be in Charlotte next Tuesday, Atlanta next Wednesday, Austin next Saturday, New Orleans the Tuesday after that, Orlando the Thursday after that, and the Friday after that, I am going to be in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, right in there. So if you're a friend of the Grateful Dead, get in touch with me. We'd love to hang out and maybe grab a beer or something before, during, or after the show. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Remember, if you're a betting man or woman today, take the Vikings, give the points, make yourself a little money for the holidays. Everybody have a great day, and please share this, and I'll get you out a copy of the free book. Yep, bye-bye, and we'll talk to everybody tomorrow for day 5. Bye-bye for now.